Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have a fantastic video for you today because after helping over 2,500 restaurants grow, we've discovered one powerful but often missed strategy that's driving serious revenue increases. More specifically, take one of our clients, Coco Deck in Lahaina, Hawaii. In just 1 month, they jumped from 244K to 285K in revenue, an 18% increase without changing their menu, renovating their space, or offering any steep discounts. In fact, they didn't really change anything operationally. They just implemented this one small marketing adjustment. And so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that was and walk you through how to set it up for your restaurant step by step. And one of the best parts about this change for this client is they boosted their average ticket by $5 per order, which is helping compound with every single customer now that comes into the restaurant. All right, guys, like I said, I'm super excited to go through the video today. So let's dive in. If you don't know me, I'm Jace. I'm the COO at Dineline, and we've spent tens of millions of dollars testing what works for restaurant marketing, helping our clients grow through data-driven strategies. And I'm just going to supply you exactly what's working right now and give you the exact playbook. And so hit that like button and subscribe if you want weekly videos showing exactly what's working right now for restaurant owners that we're working with. So I'm going to break down exactly what we're going to be covering in today's video and how it all ties to Coco Deck's success. So think of this as your roadmap to smarter restaurant marketing. First, I'm going to explain what a metapixel is and why it's absolutely essential for your restaurant success. Then I'll walk you through the full technical setup step by step, even if you've never done this before. And finally, I'll show you how to use your Pixel and Dishio, our software, to create high ROI campaigns that drive real trackable sales. Okay, so now back to the Coco Deck. They were already doing pretty well when they first signed up with us, but they were missing one critical piece, which is a metapixel on their digital menu. And this one piece of code changed everything for them. So you might be thinking, what's a metapixel? Think of it as a digital counter to get into a bar or club. You know, the ones that bouncers use at the club to track how many people that are coming in. But instead of just tracking how many people come in, it's going to remember who visited, what they looked at, and when that customer exactly came. And so with this is going to let you track who visits your website or digital menu, see which dishes or pages your customers are interested in, create audiences on certain customer behaviors, and show ads to people who've already shown interest or visited your restaurant. And for restaurant owners, that means no more wasting money on random ads. You can laser target people who are already warm, even for those who have dined with you in person. And so this is capturing customer data of people who have dined at your restaurant. And so if I rattled off those benefits and you're thinking, Jace, damn, my restaurant isn't doing any of that, well, then this next part of the video is especially for you. And so whether you're a key operator or you'll just end up sending this video to a key member on your team, you should still understand exactly how this works. Because once you do, you'll be able to go from not tracking anything at all to having a fully set up system that starts capturing real customer data and turning it into measurable revenue. All right, so let's get into how to set this up step by step inside of Ads Manager. All right, so go ahead and follow along with me here, but step one is accessing your business manager account. So the first step is going to be creating custom audiences to make sure that you have access to all the necessary assets inside your Facebook Business Manager. And if you're not familiar with Business Manager, think of it as the control center for all your Facebook and Instagram marketing. It's where you'll manage your restaurant's page, ads, and tracking. So this is just the first step. I know this might seem basic if you've advertised before, but it's crucial because you need proper access to your page before you can connect any tracking or create audiences. So follow along with me here. While still in Business Ads Manager, click on Ad Accounts in the left menu, type in your restaurant's ad account name, and then scroll down and verify that you have access by finding your name listed. If for some reason you don't see your name, you'll need to access from whoever administers your account before proceeding. So sometimes in this case with some of our clients is they've had somebody else run in the past, they're the administrator. So you need to get access from them. So don't worry if this seems confusing at first. It's just Facebook's way of making sure only authorized people can view your restaurant's marketing assets. All right, so step number 3 is connecting your pixel to your ad account. This is where many restaurant owners get stuck, but I'm going to make it simple for you. In Business Manager, go ahead and scroll down to data sources in the left menu, click on pixels, and then type in your restaurant's name to find your pixel or create one if you don't have it, and then verify you have access to it by finding your name listed. Then click on connected assets to see what's connected to this pixel and make sure your ad account is listed here. If not, you need to click add assets. Finally, then on this step is search for your ad account and just select add. So for this step is just think of this as the step connecting your restaurant's security camera, like your pixel, to your management system, the ad account. Without the connection, you might have camera recording footage, but no way to actually view or use that information. So you're basically saying, hey, this is my data, this is my ad account, I want you to connect the two together. So this connection is absolutely crucial, like I mentioned, because it allows your ad account now to use data from your pixel to create some of these specific audiences that I'm about to talk to you about. Step number 4, now you need to install your pixel on Dishio. So now that we've connected everything inside of Business Manager, the next step is to install your pixel where it can actually start tracking customers. If you're using Dishio, our software for digital menus and other marketing automations, which I highly recommend, then this process is going to be simple. So here's what you're going to do. Log into your Dishio account. On the left hand, click code injection. And under meta tracking pixel, you're going to go ahead and paste that pixel ID from your ad account. So that's it. No coding, no technical expertise, just copy, paste, and Dishio is going to take care of the rest. Now, if you're not using Dishio, that's okay too. Most website platforms like Squarespace, Wix, or WordPress have a backend area, usually in your settings, where you can paste your meta pixel code. It's essentially the same process. You log in, find the code, inject the custom code, and paste your pixel. So exactly what I just did in Dishio, there's a spot in your WordPress site, for example, where you can do the same thing. So in this video, I'm walking you through how we did it with Dishio. But like I said, you can just mirror the same steps using your own website builder or menu platform. Dishio is going to give you a couple other advantages, but you're still going to be able to get the same benefit of what I'm teaching right now. So here's where things get powerful. Every time a customer scans a QR code, lands on a smart site, your meta pixel is going to track their visit. This means you're not just tracking website clicks, you're capturing real in-restaurant customer behavior. Pretty cool, right? And what this does is it creates what we call your warmest audience. People who already experienced your restaurant firsthand are just much more likely to return. So people who already know, like, trust you, we want to stay in front of them to get them to come back more often. So now comes the magic part where you're turning the tracking data into an audience that you can market to. So to do this, go to your ads manager, click on the campaign you want to set up or create a new one. And then at the ad set level, scroll down to audience. Click the drop down under create new and select custom audience. Then what you're going to do is select website as your source, choose your pixel from the drop down and set an audience retention to 180 days. This is capturing anyone who scanned your Dishio QR menu in the past 6 months. Then after that, name your audience something descriptive like Dishio in restaurant visitors, so you know that this audience is related to people who have visited my restaurant. Finally here, click create audience, and then you're done with this step. And so in restaurant terms, this is like creating a VIP list of people who have already dined with you. So instead of trying to attract complete strangers, you already know these people come in and you're just focusing on the people who already know, like, and trust your restaurant to get them to come back again. And what makes this audience special is that these are people who physically sat down in your restaurant, scanned your QR code, they've experienced your food, your service, your atmosphere. They're your warmest audience. And when I refer to warm, these are people, like I said, that have been to your restaurant before. A cold audience would be people who have never heard about you, have never bought anything from you before. Okay, now we're moving on to step number 6, which is refining your targeting for maximum impact. For restaurant marketing, location targeting is critical. Here are the steps for this. Uncheck Advantage Custom Audience. This ensures you're only targeting people who have actually visited your restaurant. Click Edit under Locations and enter your restaurant's exact address. remove any default locations and set the radius to 10 miles. This is going to target people who live close by. If you live in a city, you might condense that to 3 or 5 miles. If you live in a more suburban area, that might be like 10 to 15. Next, you're going to set the age demographics to 21 plus. Essentially, for most restaurants serving alcohol, like we don't want people under 21. Also, those people don't spend a lot of money with us. So I like to do 21 to 65 or more. So think of this as a step as making sure you're not wasting money advertising to people who can't actually visit your restaurant. It's like putting up a billboard, but only having it visible to people who live or work nearby. Much more efficient than a billboard where everyone sees it regardless of where they live. So this last step that I just did is super important because it doesn't make sense to advertise to someone who visited your restaurant once while traveling through town. So by doing this plus setting the 10-mile radius, you're ensuring the marketing dollars are spent to people who actually can become regulars. All right, so now that your metapixel is connected, your custom audiences are created, let's talk about actually using this to set up a campaign to drive revenue. So in this section of the video, I'm going to walk you through specific real world marketing campaigns that you can run using the data your pixel is now collecting. And I'll let you guys in on a little secret here. These are actual strategies that we implement for our restaurant clients, and they're made possible only because we have the tracking in place. So what I'm about to go over right now, if you don't have the tracking in place, you can't do these. But let's go through a few power examples just so you can kind of get the wheels turning to know how to apply this stuff. Okay, so the first type of campaign that you can do is targeting your regulars. So the first campaign targets guests who visited your restaurant 2 or more times in the past 60 days. You can use a campaign like this to promote your loyalty program or give special perks to those who already love your spot. So example ad copy here. Let's say my restaurant's Jace's Tacos. Hey, Jace's Tacos regulars. Terrible restaurant name, but let's roll with it. We noticed that you love our signature taco plate. The next appetizer is on us. When you bring a friend who hasn't tried us yet, just mention loyal customer to your server to get the offer. And so why this works is you're recognizing your regulars and making them feel appreciative while encouraging them to bring someone new in the door. Another type of campaign that you can run is re-engaging curious menu viewers or people who have viewed certain items on your menu. So this campaign targets people who viewed a specific category on your Dishio menu, but didn't order from it. Maybe they were torn between the ribeye and the Chilean sea bass. Now you can nudge them to try whatever they skipped. So we've all been in that situation. Should I try the steak, the fish? Well, if we can get them to come back another time and try that other item that they like, that is a more specific campaign tailored to them exactly. So example ad copy here would be you checked out our seafood selection, but haven't tried it. Well, our chef's special, the Chilean sea bass, is getting incredible reviews. Come in Tuesday through Thursday during happy hour for 15% off all seafood entrees. You don't have to offer a discount. I'm just giving an example. So why this works is you're speaking directly to their browsing behavior, making the ad feel personal and relevant and bringing them back in with purpose. All right, the third type of campaign that you could run here is a happy hour campaign. So the campaign is going to target people who have dined with you during dinner, but maybe they never come in for happy hour. So your staff's talking about happy hour in store, encouraging them, hey, like come in for happy hour with these deals, but this is a little extra oomph. And so an example ad copy here would say something like, love our dinner. Our happy hour from 4 to 6 is the best kept secret in town. Half price apps, $2 off all drafts, same great vibe and amazing value. So why this works is you're filling slower periods by encouraging return visits at different times, using data to shift behavior, not just guessing or hoping that people show up. The fourth campaign that we could potentially run here is inviting people who like your events back. So targeting guests who previously attended an event like a wine tasting or a live music night and invite them to the next one. I know events are a huge chunk of change if restaurants can make it work. So an example ad copy here would be, loved our wine tasting. Join us May 15th for an exclusive Italian wine tour featuring 5 premium selections and chef crafted appetizers. Limited seats reserved now. So why this one works is you're targeting based on past event interest, increasing the chance that they'll say yes again because you already know they like these kind of events. All right, so with these 4 examples, that's not the entire playbook, but these are just a few angles you can take once your pixel is collecting real guest behavior. And the beauty of all this is you can run these campaigns for as little as $5 a day. It's really cheap and very effective because you're not targeting random strangers here. Like I've mentioned, is these people have directly purchased something from you. They're a warm audience of people who already know your restaurant. So just focusing a small amount of customer spend on people that you know it's going to be the most effective. All right. So at the very beginning of the video, I mentioned our client Coco Deck. Well, what I just walked you through in the video, they implemented this exact setup, pixel connected, Dishio installed, custom audiences, and then these warm campaigns launched. And so the result of this is 18% revenue increase from February to March. Now they're up from 244K to 285K on their monthly revenue. That's a 40K bump up from their top line, and their average ticket also increased by $5 per order. And more importantly, consistency in sales week after week. So this didn't happen by luck. This is what happens when you stop guessing, guys, and just start marketing with precision. And 18%, some people might be like, that's not that much money. It is a huge chunk of money when it's just a small marketing tweak like this that doesn't cost very much money to make a $40,000 increase in impact. So here's the big takeaway from this video is you don't need a fancy strategy or complicated software to win with restaurant marketing. What you need is the right technical foundation, tracking, targeting, and retargeting. And so once your metapixel is installed and connected, like I laid out in this video, once your Dishio menus are live in store and collecting guest behavior, and once you have custom audiences that are built on different customer intents, you've created a complete system that connects your online marketing to your physical restaurant. And if you can do this, this is where you start seeing results just like Coco Deck did. So if you found this video helpful and you want to implement it for your own restaurant, I would also recommend checking out our free restaurant marketing playlist on our YouTube channel. It's going to walk you through all the other technical setups we use to help restaurants grow, different strategies we've used to help customers grow. And if you're also watching this video and you're like, hey, I appreciate the steps, but me or my team just like don't have the time to do this. Well, go ahead and go to the link below. I'd love to set up a strategy session with you and your team to see how we can help. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.